Okay, dear friends, in this video I'm gonna talk about the social media for the real estate. Um, Basically, I will outline the some of the topics of the new course that we're producing. I'm gonna talk on number of so the basically the first point that I'll cover is what I can film in a real estate video, and how to do a proper sound in the real estate video, and how to do proper light in the real estate video. As you can see, in this particular settings, I'm using my car as a location, which pretty much a lot of us have a car in the real estate world, and right now it's raining, so you probably don't hear that much because I have a really nice condensed mic. Hopefully the battery is still there, and I light myself with a really cheap but affordable but still proper light, and I have a decent camera that capture a lot of details with me, so I can talk about how do you light the set, how do you build this proper sound, and how do you film real estate. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it really quick because I have things to do, so but this is going to be a kind of a bit longer video, so I can next point I will talk about the in-depth interviews with the real estate agents and brokers. In those we will basically cover what real estate brokers want to convey, their story, their appeal, make them interesting. So the questions, the answers, the settings, the aesthetics. It could be like sit down, it could be a walk, it could be like a nice location, it could be a combination of throwing the what they properties they sold, they have right now in a mix of selling where they want to go. So that video can help them to get a better job, better a broker, better listings, better more clients, more people to see. So a good interview like that can take someone career hopefully further. If you don't have those, you probably should do a couple, and one or two is, I think, maybe not enough. It's consistency. I think making a series of those will make your audience come back to you and make more following for you. In the next point, I will talk about the distribution channels where we can broadcast those interviews and pictures. So of course there is a YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or social media platforms like Twitter and stuff, but also Free Speech TV and cable networks and the Hulu and Netflix and the Amazon videos. So there are a whole bunch of places where else you can reach additional market in addition market to the just social media. So all that hopefully will convert to more people to kind of come and participate in the productions that you do. So I can look at the also number of influential folks that I know and who know, more important, they know me. So they can, if I'm not a good host, maybe I have an accent and I don't know all the right questions to ask, but I know quite a few really good real estate interviewers. So if you'd like to work with those, I can arrange and broker the deal for you. So those people have tremendous following and tremendous numbers. So if they are in the picture, some of that following can rub up by you, and you might get some of their people listen to what you get to say. Okay, so reach out for those. I can do creative support for you, so we can talk about strategies and the concepts. So basically there are ways how to sell real estate, and if you're creative in those, you will sell more and faster and at higher price. So we can look into the ideas that I have on the topic. I can do basically kind of run down with you if what kind of equipment to buy, like cameras and lights and sound, and, like for pictures and videos. Like you not want to or hire a professional at all times. So sometimes you do blogging on your own. Sometimes you're showing the property by yourself, so you don't have ability to bring a second person, or you have no time. For whatever reason, you might want to have a tiny investment into light, sound, and equipment. So most of us have phones, but even with the phone, you can improve the light, and you can improve the microphone, and you can improve the framing, and maybe a stand. There are a whole bunch of things that I can advise with a little bit of money where you can buy it. Sometimes you buy it directly from China, like in places like AliExpress and stuff. That will get you more independent production, so you don't have to hire someone to be next to you, and you can, selfie sticks and stuff like that will all works. I can advise on the best strategies to get talent. Sometimes for the fashion video and the real estate videos, I hire models and actors, and so the best way, like if you want to pay market rate for everybody, that's one story. But if you want to save, I can help you to find free talent or TFP talent, like find the ways. Like often, for example, I film the real estate videos where kind of real estate guy girl contribute the location, maybe a little bit of money, like $500 or something, like $1,500, and then I have people who contribute designers, like their clothes and a little bit of budget, and the musicians, like maybe contribute a great song and story, and I can bring beautiful models and actors and come up with a great concept, something interesting to watch, and if we produce at the end viral interesting video, that can basically benefit every party. So one party, if the musician would have to pay for location, for designers, for models, they wouldn't be able to afford that kind of quality and size and magnitude, and the same thing with the real estate. So when it's a collaboration of number of people and everybody brings something to the table, whether it's money or talent, that produce results. Next point you need to bring up here is how to do the social media strategy. We can look at the strategies that I have kind of idea to add up, and we can look at the consultations by maybe phone, or like a Skype, or so, like we can do like face-to-face. I would say online consultations like Skype and phone would start like $50 for half an hour, and obviously I would ask for a fee up front, and we can do the maybe face-to-face. If you come to my location, those start like from $100, and if I have to travel, maybe it's around like $200, if we're looking into those. Also, like if let's say you need me to film something for you, I would say realistically like $200 makes sense, or to pack and plan and like figure out like what to do, and deliver the product. So it's with all the returning the video and the pictures, it's like minimum like a fee that reasonable, I think, and the editing, maybe I would start like from like proper editing, like $300. Takes a lot of time, especially for many takes and stuff. So to pick up the sound and color, the edit and add like a front and back, so opening and closing and titles and stuff. Basically a decent video starts with like $500, which include filming for $200 and $300 for editing. Obviously, if we need to add more people, like light people, sound, gaffer, and stuff, the talent, maybe $200 per person would be a realistic budget. So maybe like $100 for the person to to participate, and maybe another 100 for me to find the talent, arrange everything, and so it's I can contribute my time into this. Okay, so let's look at the blogging for real estate. We can talk about like how the blogging for real estate works and what's not working, like what topics people want to hear, and like what brings more following. So like how the engagement rate increased, and how to produce the empathy and sympathy for your blog, so people not only look and like, but also it's eventually converts to actual people that call you and more important, buy from you, because you don't want to have like just millions of views and no one actually purchasing the real estate, right? You want the sales and results. So we will talk about marketing for real estate. We'll talk about nuances that are specific for the YouTube for real estate, like what works, what's not, what kind of backlinks and tags and SEO and optimization that matters. The rain is getting stronger, so hopefully it's still you can hear me and the sound is pretty decent with this mic. So I want to talk about free resources for real estate. So in this topic we'll talk about like there are studios like Brick and like a YouTube Space and like Manhattan neighborhood networks. There are so many where you can borrow equipment and where you can film and where you can get talent. So there are a lot of free resources online and in a city that you can employ if you know where to look and with whom to work with. We can look at the nice locations, like scouts, like where to film, like for real estate, and free networking options also. Like I have the, let's say, this NYPD press pass and how to get one. Like me, and how to find the free events where there are people who qualify, who have money, who come, and you can kind of network and solicit your business. Also, if you start paying for the Javits Center and all the events and all the galas, and you will donate everywhere and you will spend a ton of money, there is no results guaranteed, and it will be quite expensive. As a media, you get access to a lot of locations for free, and you have respect as a media person with like tiny little camera or phone. Like you don't really need a lot of equipment to be considered to be a blogger or a social influencer. So once you build up your kind of following and pitch, and you know what to say and how to say, you can save a tremendous amount of money coming to those events and networking for free. And it will produce not only for free, but it will also produce good results for you. Collaboration for TFP and for real estate. So in this one we will talk about the how to find other real estate agents, how to find other talent, like people who are away from real estate, who might collaborate, like designers, models, actors who might be helpful to build your media. And let's say you contribute location and they contribute makeup and hair and styling and models, and together you can produce great content that they can use for their advantage and you can use for your advantage, and everybody wins. And otherwise everybody will have to pay, either they pay you or you pay them, or when you collaborate like that, end result are given to all parties, and it's much more affordable, and you can be able to produce way more productions every week, month, year, than if you would pay everybody and out of pocket for yourself. And So we will talk about the sound, like boom mics and the lav mics and all the condensed mics and all abilities that are around the sound for the real estate. Like right now, like this rain is really bothering me and kind of hitting my car. But I think for you this is minimized compared to any other mic, and you still can hear me pretty clearly. And despite that rain noise, you can still kind of get a message that I'm trying to get across. So even like right now I'm waiting and I have time before my next event takes place, I can kind of use that time to produce that sound, that content, and it's usable. Hopefully, I think so. Framing for real estate. So we in this part we'll talk about like how to do certain frames. So the here we will talk about the ability to kind of put together the picture, because not only you taking a picture or video, but you sometimes need to crop it, and you sometimes like something include, something not include, what's on your background, like what's blurry, what's in focus. So like putting together a camera too high, too low, like from angle can make a big difference in real estate. People have very little attention span, so what they're watching, if the frame is not right, it's too bright colors or whatever bothers them, they can switch to another channel. You might lose your sales. Negotiations for real estate. Having written a number of books on the marketing and bargaining and sales, I will in this section kind of cover like specific to real estate options that I think matter here. So we'll look into those. What else? We will talk about the dressing for real estate. Apparently, if you, let's say, you dress too nice or not enough nice, that can affect your kind of real estate sales. Like if, let's say, you dress really cool and people pay attention to your dress and your makeup and your look, they might buy those earrings, they might buy what you wear and ask you for where you got that mascara or lipstick, but for the girls, but they will not buy your real estate. So you don't want to compete against the clothing that you wear. It can help you to make your part, because if you wear like really shitty and bad clothes, they say, oh, if that person, like, you know, couldn't dress themselves, probably the property that they sell also not so good. So everything has to be in moderation. So certain colors are very appealing, and certain colors are actually not desirable for the real estate, like for the videos or pictures and when you do presentations. So like when you meet people, so the smell, how you look, like all those things you know can help you to make a sale at the end of the day, or take away from your sale. Aesthetics I think will matter, right? So next one we will talk about leads for real estate. So like when you do your pictures and videos and for Instagram, social media, that might produce for you leads. Someone would feel, okay, I want that real person to sell my property, or I want that person to show me a property. So if you properly building your social media, you might get more of those leads or less, and that's what social media can do for you, instead of buying those leads from different resources. So that's in addition more. It might not instead, but it's, or it could be actually instead. Okay, so let's see. Advertising for real estate. So We will talk about what works as an advertisement for real estate, what's not. So I can tell you that the old media like radio and TV and billboards are getting less and less kind of action, so it's getting more expensive and it's produce less results. So there are places that you might have, even if you pay for like a YouTube and Google and Facebook, all this advertisement, that's also huge corporations, and they just take your money, and it might not actually give you the leads that you want, because like in my case, I see someone advertise, I think that they have budget, and I try to sell them things that I have on mind, but I have no intention sometimes to buy from them. I just reach out to sell my product because I see that they have a budget for it. So that's wasting. So I think the people who advertise and getting those responses, guys like me, they wasting a lot of time and resources for because if, let's say, I mail them and someone else mail them, they think it's based on advertise, maybe that's a lead, and it's actually just another sales pitch for them. So you need to think carefully how you spend your resource, even with the social media advertisements, things that are, how you target, and if you pay. I would always put time and money towards the organic production of the original content versus the just paying for huge corporations just buying their leads. Yes, that's just everybody else is doing, and if they're doing it better than you or more than you, you'll just lose this battle. It's uneven, unfair competition, and you don't have an edge over it. And you should do something where you have an edge, where it's your original following, your creation of the content for yourself, something that will work for years for you, after you produce it. So you, as your portfolio, as things that will tell the world, people around you, who you are and what you can do for them. Actually, I'm getting quite fast through this, so we will look at the like I said, advertisement for real estate. We'll look at the how to do the pitch preparation for real estate. So elevator pitch and those things are kind of important, and if you have a good mic and good sound and good camera, and on your own you can do many of those, and good location, and all those things will help you to produce a decent elevator pitch, and not only technical aspect, but also the substance, what to say in that pitch, how long that pitch should be, like what's not included in that pitch, like all those things we'll look into on this particular subject. We'll look at the time management for real estate, like where you need to spend your time and what's not to do, like playing with your phone, maybe social media. It's a waste of time in some ways, like sometimes sleep and food, eating, and it's actually helpful, so you feel better, so you can do less work, and you can make more money in the in order to there are only 24 hours a day, so between spending time with the wife and kids and family and doing errands and running around and actually working, so you want to minimize the things that are not working for you, and maximize family time and the quality time for yourself, whether it's a gym time or sleep time. You want to take care of yourself first. We can look at the phone techniques for the real estate, so how to sound good, how long the call should be, what to say, what not to say. So we'll look at a number of ideas, and that might help improve your how you sound on the phone, and how you perceived on the phone. So we can, you know, make better mics for you, maybe better headset or better location. So there, you know, there are ways to improve, especially when you're on the road and moving around, like how you record your voice messages for the leads and for the clients, and how do you actually speak to them when you actually get them on the phone. And texting, what's you know, too long text, not enough information in text. So we will look into this. I'm taking some notes for myself, and we're gonna look at the priorities in the real estate. What's you know, makes sense to do and invest time, and what's not. And we will look at the advanced social media techniques, so we can look you know, things that are making a difference there. For people who already have quite a bit of following, who already accomplish quite a lot, and who wants to go further. So they already have followers, they already have sales, and they just want to take their business to way next level, to sell substantially more real estate, substantially easier, work less and make more. So like what strategies works for those who are successful with this. So some of the interviews with the big celebrity real estate agents that I'm gonna post shortly, hopefully will answer those questions for you. We'll look into the question of empathy, why actually people follow someone on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and social media, and why not. So what kills the feed, and what's actually brings the you know, the right following. Just because, let's say, a pretty girl gets a lot of guys follow her, that doesn't mean that they want to buy real estate from her. They just want to see her pictures, what she looks like. So you might want to you know, pay attention what do you post to get those people who actually will be converted to clients and buy properties from you. We'll look at the new rules for social media. As you know, social media is changing every minute, and always new conditions, new rules, algorithm changed. So we look into those a lot. So I'm gonna tell you like what I know, like current, like right now, the trends in real estate social media. Let's, you know, like what are the most popular things to do, and what are, you know, actually moving the dial. We will look at the kind of why people watching certain things, and why people subscribe to certain things. And because to subscribe, usually they want to see a next one after. Just because they watch a video once, that not necessarily make them, you know, come back again. But if they watch something and they see that you have more, and you might have post later something else that will matter to them, then they will subscribe just to be on top and be the first one to hear and see what you post. So like we will discuss why people watching pictures, why people watching videos, what's the story, how long it should be the video, how like thumbs, like all the little secrets and all little ideas that I acquire in my lifetime. I will try to kind of convey here. So hopefully some of those will get rubbed by you. And let me know if any subject I forgot to mention or didn't know to mention and you'd like me to cover. So hopefully in the next video I will give more detailed story on those. Thank you.